vitamins that I have been taking. It seems that today, for breakfast, we are splitting a morning bun and a chocolate croissant. These are both vegan. From where?
Ridiculous Baking Company.
And we've been ordering, but usually they're at like the farmer's market when...
Yeah, we used to get them at the Hollywood Farmer's Market, but we haven't been in a year for safety.
Then they're still doing it, right? I'm also gonna do like a little fruit yogurt situation. In this little green box, we've got some strawberries and blueberries that are already washed. This is the Harmless Harvest plain coconut yogurt. The vanilla flavor of this yogurt is so good. I would start there, but the plain is also great. I'm gonna cut the strawberries in half, some of the blueberries, and I'm just gonna pour some of that yogurt right on top. I'm gonna sprinkle some chia seeds on top. And there we have our little fruit yogurt bowl that I'm gonna start eating right now because I'm really hungry. Coffee has been a little bit too acidic for me lately. Straight up, nauseous every time I drink.
Are you drinking on an empty stomach by any chance?
That first time I threw up my breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I was pregnant.
She always thinks she's pregnant.
I always think I'm pregnant. This is true. Every month, instead of coffee, I have been having, thank you.
Gross in the
Earl
morning,
Grey
man.
tea. I know, this is the most realistic clip I've ever.
Like exhausted, I'm chugging my coffee. It's queasy.
Hopefully there's enough.
Oh no.
I could fill the rest with milk.
What are you doing? What are you eating?
Yeah. Some organic stevia drops. Drip, 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 drip. Does that might entertain the crowd?
I am at half-mast. I am like...
Really, I'm at like 30%. Bam! Chocolate croissant, a little cinnamon situation.
Called a morning bun. I used to get these like...
This is a very fancy breakfast. The fruit parfait, the pastries.
out of the freezer.
Yeah. And that's our breakfast. It's kind of always this vibe, like, what do we got? What are we gonna put together? We're gonna be making some vegan grilled cheese sandwiches with some tomato soup on the side. It feels like cheating because the soup is just a pre-made soup, but this one specifically tastes so good. It doesn't have any dairy in it, which we love. It's the Pacific Foods Organic Creamy Tomato Basil Soup. I'm gonna measure out 2 bowls worth of this soup, pour it into a pot, and let that slowly heat as we start everything else. You only need 3 things for the sandwich. Some bread. I am using Dave's Killer Bread, 21 whole grains and seeds. Obviously you need some butter to spread on the outside. I'm using Earth Balance. The butter is what's going to make the bread toasty, crunchy, and some cheese. I am using the Violife 100% vegan mature cheddar slices. This is really good cheese. And you wanna make sure that the side with the butter on it is on the outside of the sandwich. You don't even have to grease the pan because there's so much butter on the bread, and just let the sandwiches cook for a little bit on each side. Has anyone else seen that TikTok? The key is to dip. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say a little prayer.
Do a little jig. It's safe to say that we eat a lot of our meals standing up at this island, don't we?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't far from reality.
Is it good for you to eat standing up? What's the deal?
Ooh, that's a fun Google away. Since we're gonna be having a fancy dinner this evening, I want to pair it with some wine. We have a very, very, very exciting sponsor for today's video. I'm working with Bright Cellars. If you guys don't know what they are, Bright Cellars is a monthly wine subscription. The entire process is so easy, so straightforward. It delivers straight to your door. All you have to do is take a 7-question non-snobby quiz. They ask your chocolate preferences, that's the type of quiz. Bright Cellars will match you with wine from different places all over the world. So it's a great way to discover new wine. I also want to add how minimal the packaging is. Everything is so secure securely packed when it arrives. They also come with wine cards, which I think is so cute because you can collect them over time. So you will receive a card for every single bottle. It gives you the perfect amount of personalization if you don't really know what you're doing, which is me. If you guys want 50% off of your first box of 6 bottles of wine, 6 bottles, all you have to do is click on the link in the description box and it'll take you right to the quiz and you can get started. It's that easy, you guys. This is like, I can't rave enough. Once we finish cooking, we're gonna choose a bottle and have a good old fancy little time. Dinner this evening, I'm not gonna lie, is a pretty big deal. We're gonna be making like 5-star quality food right now. This is our favorite meal to eat and to make. Main dish is gonna be a rigatoni bolognese pasta and crispy baked potatoes on the side. So I'm gonna start by preparing the water for the potatoes. We've got a large pot here. I'm just going to add some salt and then also the smallest amount of baking soda. I don't know why, but the recipe calls for it. I'm also gonna boil the water for the pasta. For the meat of the sauce, we're using the Gardein classic meatless meatballs. I'm gonna start cooking these on very low heat so that they can warm up, defrost, and eventually we're gonna break them up and just heat them up with our pasta sauce. I'm gonna be using this arrabbiata spicy marinara sauce. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees for the potatoes. It's about to get really hot in here. That's also why I'm not using studio lights right now for better lighting, because it's gonna get really warm. Really warm, really fast. These are the potatoes that we're gonna be using. I just rinsed them, I'm gonna cut them. Before I do that, I want to prepare the oil that I'm gonna toss the boiled potatoes into. I'm gonna go ahead and just pour some oil in there. Chopped garlic, I'm gonna add, honestly, pretty generous amount. This little seasoning mixture is wonderful. I think my mom gets it from Marshall's or TJ Maxx. You basically just want to cook that until the garlic pieces turn golden and then just turn off the burner and let it stay warm in the pan. These cute little potatoes. Oh, I love them. This is the size that I'm cool with. I'm not gonna touch that. So those, I'll just throw. You just want to stay consistent with sizing so that when they're boiling, they're all ready at the same time. The reason that we're boiling first and then baking is because the boiling of the potato is going to make it really soft on the inside. Coating them in oil and throwing them in the oven is what's going to make them really crunchy and crispy on the outside. The water for the potatoes is just about boiling. I'm going to toss these right in. This is the pasta that we're gonna be eating. Organic rigatoni. I love this shape. Let me show you guys what I do. I'm just using a wooden spatula thing and stomping on these meatballs. You wanna do this before the sauce, otherwise you're just like splashing sauce all over yourself, you know? I'm gonna add in the sauce. Now I'm just gonna cook this on like low, medium, low. Everything else is cooking, so this can sort of chill out. Phineas wants to be of use.
I do.
I'm gonna have him choose the wine of this evening. So I want you to read these cards and look at, the pairings, figure out what you think we should have.
Well, the one that is pairing appropriate is the Aquaforte. It's cherry, pomegranate, raspberry, and dried herbs.
Ooh. This is an Italian wine.
Yeah.
I think they're ready. Do you want to stab one?
Sure.
In order to find out when your potatoes are ready, just stab a fork or a knife into the potato, and if it feels soft, she's ready. The pasta's ready. We're going to drain it, pour it into the pan with the sauce in it. The potatoes are done. I let them sort of sit and dry for a second because you want that first layer of moisture and water to evaporate. Lighting is shit, so you can't really tell, but that garlic is golden. I'm gonna fork out most of the garlic, but leave some of that seasoning still in there. Pour that over the potatoes. The key here is to keep on mixing and allow for a really mushy, almost mashed potato layer to coat each piece, and that mushy layer is actually what's going to crisp up in the oven. That is a mashed, mushy layer, and that is what you want. I'm gonna add some more salt and pepper. Spray your pan. Just pour those potatoes right on top. As best as you can, try to separate all the potatoes so that none of them are touching each other. Halfway through, you wanna make sure to flip these guys over because the side that is touching the pan is the side that's gonna get really crunchy. Phineas is out getting ketchup for the potatoes, so I'm just gonna do myself the honor and open up this bottle of wine. Here is the bad boy we are trying out this evening. Aquaforte, light-bodied red. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Love that we have different bottles of wine.
I'm a classier lady than you.
I'm a casual lady, what can I say? As you burp.
I knew you were gonna do a like. I saw the last video. I know how the sausage is made. Cheers.
Cheers. Serve it on here.
I'm hungry, Claudia.
We kind of just want to eat now, so.
These are courses. This is we're at a restaurant. These are courses.
Exactly.
We're having our pasta first, our pasta appetizer, and then our potatoes are our main course.
We're gonna flip them.
Wow. Look at those sizzling potatoes. A perfect batch.
Oh my god, look at those. Holy fuck.
What do you think?
I can't wait to eat them.
And Peach is eating my hair for dinner.
This is the full fam.
I know this is. This is the plate that we always use for these potatoes.
They're so good.
I don't know why. We're dipping them in a mixture of ketchup and this truff hot sauce.
Oh.
Dude. It's been too long. Was this a comedy?
Yes.